Christmas Carol at the Alley Theater is a long-standing tradition for Houstonians during the holidays. Here with details on this year's production are Godwin and Melissa Molano. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good because I love things like this because they're so traditional. But every time we see it, it's a little bit different. When the actors change, things change. So you get a different version of a tradition.
Absolutely.
All right, let's back up and find out how the tradition started for you. You started, what, community theater at the age of 8?
Yeah, 8 years old.
Yeah, but before 8 in community theater, were you in your bedroom, like, you know, acting and doing things? Yeah,
absolutely.
You were. Yeah.
Of course I was. You couldn't hold that down.
Yeah. What was it about the stage that attracted you?
You know, I come from East Texas, like deep East Texas, and people tell a lot of stories there because there's not a lot of entertainment there otherwise. And so I
would go there for summers to Linden, Texas, which is down the street from Athens,
not
where you're
far
from.
From where I grew up.
My mom grew up there. Yeah.
So people are just sort of sapped for entertainment there. So any chance that we could to tell stories or get up on stage or perform, we took it. And so it was sort of a natural progression for me to go into theater as a profession.
All right, for you, Melissa?
Oh, for me, I came into it in high school. Yeah, so growing up, I was always really creative. I did like orchestra, I did art, and then in high school, I got bit by the bug by musical theater. And actually, my first musical was Scrooge. So
very cool. So you're kind of familiar with it. You are a native Houstonian, right? Okay, so we know you're going to have to say hi to some people real quick.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mom.
Yeah. You said, hey, Mom. Let me tell you, now that people have seen you on TV, though, they know you're on the stage, there's a bunch of people going, oh, I know her. I went to school with her. Yeah, she's my best friend. Right. All right. What is it about musical theater and theater in general? I mean, we see movies, we see all kinds of things we have access to, but to me, I think the stage is magical. What is it that you think people who've never seen a live stage play, what are they missing?
I think what's exciting about a stage show is that every audience that is going to come in is going to get a slightly different show. It's ephemeral in that way. It only exists in the moment that the audience shares with it. You know what I mean? So you may go on a Thursday and your friend may go on a Friday night, and while it's the same script and the same costumes and design, they're going to have a slightly altered experience just because the actors are giving back what the audience is giving to them.
Yeah.
So it's always sort of a tailor-made experience regardless of the night that you show up.
And I think sometimes when you're sitting there, you're kind of the extra on in the play, right? It's like you're part of the cast almost.
Yeah, it's a collective energy, and the live experience, you get to go on the journey with everyone all together.
Yeah. In every production, there's a lesson to be learned.
Certainly.
And you know, you get out of it what you can bring to it as well. A Christmas Carol is a long-standing lesson.
Yes, in many ways, really. It's sort of like the ultimate story of redemption. You know, everyone loves to be redeemed at Christmas time, and so we always look to these long-standing holiday traditions to do that. And as an actor, for me, it's been Christmas Carol. I've done it for 9 years, and as audience members and people that we see out in the audience year after year after year, it's sort of the same long-standing tradition for them as well.
Yeah, that lesson that's taught. And by the way, for both of you, you have been named as Young Actors to Watch by Houston Press. You've received the Breakthrough Performance Award from Houston Press as well, so what you do well.
Thank you.
Carol by the Numbers, what's that?
Carol by the Numbers, well, basically what we have this year is sort of a VIP experience that we haven't had in the past. You can pay on certain performances an additional cost to your ticket, and before the show, you will get like a special video from Scrooge, you get like hot cocoa in the VIP room, and then after the show, actors in costume will come and visit with you for 10 or 15 minutes.
Yes, and here's like some of the treats. We got some treats here this morning. Thank you. I'm going to eat my mitten.
Totally edible. Yeah.
You get an exclusive gift too as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's really cool too, because when you have that VIP experience, you see you all as characters on the stage, but then we see you as the humans that you are, and it's just kind of it's a neat experience. We don't ever get a chance to do that when we go to the movies, because I'm still waiting for Denzel Washington to come join me at my seat. This has been such a long holiday tradition at the Alley that there are cast members that were in A Christmas Carol as children who are now grown.
Yeah, it's incredible. And we even have a father and daughter in this run as well. Julia Crone and Charles Crone, and siblings within the cast. So
very
Charles
cool.
has been a company member at the Alley for decades. One of the longest standing company members in the country, and his daughter Julia, who's a good friend of ours, is also in the show. So it's kind of cool to have the father-daughter connection as well.
We also love what's also kind of cool, some of those behind the scenes things. You have a story about the first time you were in A Christmas Carol?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, which was like 9 years ago, and Miss Betty Fitzpatrick, who was again she's no longer with us, but she was one of the longest standing company members in the country. And it was her last show. And I played the Ghost of Christmas Future, which is on a bike at the end. And about 3 seconds before the cue came up, we realized the bike wasn't working.
Oh.
And so they're like, well, we can either hold the show or you can just go out there and sort of improv it. And I knew in the
Your
back of my
imaginary
head,
bicycle.
yeah, exactly. It was Miss Betty's last show, you know, ending almost like a 50 or 60 year career on stage. So I was like, well, I'll take one for the team.
And the show must go on.
And the show must go on, and it did. Yeah, so it's sort of a seminal memory for me in a way.
Okay, well, this show must go on, so this segment is over. But before we end, we got to say good morning to Mark Ivy,
Yes,
who was
good
also
morning, Mark.
he's also in this production, and he was in Little Shop of Horrors with me.
Yes.
So we had such a great time doing that. Feed me, Seymour. It was awesome.
He's screaming in front of the TV right now, I guarantee you.
All right, A Christmas Carol runs now through December 30th at the Alley Theater. Tickets start at $26, and it is suitable for general audiences ages 6 and up.